"21 years and counting." When my eldest started St. Helens Catholic Primary in 2001, I did a few hours a week as a teaching assistant. That was 20 years ago. Now I am a very proud governor of St. Helens, the same primary school, vice chair of trustees at Ebony Horse Club, local in Brixton, and an advocate at Our Lady of the Rosary Roman Catholic Church, also in Brixton. Wherever there is need, I try to assist as best I can. I pride myself on my community service. This one is a big one for me. Reducing economic and social inequality to achieve equity. I will break that down. This is when we recognize differences in people, in families, in situations, and we attempt to counter these unequal opportunities with fair provision of resources for everyone. If we think about what's going on right now, think tackling food and digital poverty as two very main examples. There shouldn't be any families without enough food on the table. There shouldn't be anyone unable to continue learning remotely, but there are countless families in these situations. I have been privileged enough to be the bridge between these families and the charities that I work with. Some of them are School Food Matters, Lambeth Tech Aid, and Caritas Westminster. So everything I do, it's on their behalf. As an educator, I am slightly obsessed with children reaching their potential. It's our job to provide them with a great foundation, to provide them with a deep understanding that education is a lifelong journey. It is not just a quick sprint. We all know the phrase, knowledge is power, but that's because it includes skills, experience, and education. What we must always use that power for is good. And this is where the late great Maya Angelou said something that's always stuck with me. When you know better, you do better. We all have the power to make a difference. And it just takes pushing over one domino piece to start a chain reaction. It's deciding what kind of difference we wish to make that sets us apart. As a mother, I view all children as mine. I suppose it's that little village girl in me. If a child is hurting, I am hurting. I mediate with families where possible. I offer free holiday care with outings. I sometimes offer community fostering. All parties involved, of course the carers, the parents, and the children themselves. It's a family discussion. And they all prefer a temporary stay with me rather than involving social services. But the end result is always being a successful family reunion. And then I am no longer needed. Brilliant. Yes, always. Number one on my list would be my Indian granny, Jaitun Mohammed. The whole village in Trinidad called her Moi. This means mother in Hindi, or perhaps even broken Hindi because it's Trinidadian Hindi rather than Indian Hindi. She always asked me, "Who did you help today?" Every single day she's with me, and every day she challenges me to do more. When working with children, I know I am making her proud. Calypso Rose is another one of the greats to me. She's a Calypsonian from Tobago. She started writing songs denouncing inequality at the age of 13. So she was way ahead of the game. She recently won the French Grammys in 2017 for Best Album in the World. And she performed at Coachella in 2019 when she was 79 years old. She hasn't stopped, so neither can I. Maria Montessori is the educator I most admire. She taught us that children deserve choice, liberty, and the best possible education, regardless of their backgrounds, advantages or disadvantages life has given them. This inspired me to offer free lessons to children whose families cannot afford private tutors. The last person on my list would be Helen Keller. She lost her sight and hearing at a very young age, but she still defied educational expectations and inspired generations as a disability rights activist. This is very close to my heart, as I am also registered disabled, and I also refuse to live as an invalid. There has been significant disruption to their lives. Sudden unemployment means many are unable to feed themselves and their families. For most, no income means no food, or at best, less food and less nutritious food. Bereavement and digital poverty have also been significant challenges, with those on low income being hardest hit. This everything has naturally had an adverse effect on their mental health. For me, it's been a privilege to be able to offer a lifeline on behalf of these charities. Breakfast boxes, supermarket vouchers, digital devices. These are small baby steps which have a tremendous impact. Demonstrating empathy and respect, keeping open channel of communication with these families, it promotes trust and fosters belonging. I will be on the road with Wheels for Wellbeing. They're a small charity who run inclusive cycling sessions for disabled families. We will be celebrating with a women's ride. Look out for us in Dulwich Park between 2 and 3 p.m. Wave to me. Definitely the diversity of the local community is quite unique. It is truly cosmopolitan. I love working quietly in the background with others. We embrace equity and inclusion, and we share local love. We all hope to make a difference and inspire positive change. I love that Brockwell Park is my back garden, even though I do have a garden. And the Herne Hill Velodrome is my newfound love, finally being able to enjoy the freedom of cycling with Wheels for Wellbeing.